Hi there. I'm wondering if you've ever wondered, what are some daily habits that I can easily take on that can help me succeed? I'm Carrie Tepedino, and I'm here with the Happy and Healthy with Carrie show. And I am so excited for today's training because we're going to go into 5 daily habits that can help you succeed. And really, they don't have to be overwhelming. They don't have to be super time intensive. They don't have to be something that's going to be a struggle for you to incorporate. They're actually quite easy, yet they're super, super effective. So, as you're listening to this, go ahead and post below in the comments section. Say hello. I want to see who's here and I want to support you through this. As you're listening to the training, make sure that you're listening with an open heart and an open mind, and really look for what is the one thing, what is the one thing that I can incorporate in the next 24 hours to make a difference in my life. So, 5 sensible habits that you can do daily to make a big difference to help you succeed. The first one that I want to talk about is, so it's tip number 1 is go to bed early and get up early. It really is like even research based, doing the circadian rhythms of the natural circadian rhythms of when the sun goes down and when the sun comes back up, it really does make a difference for your energy level. And so if you're somebody who's like claiming to be a night owl, which I used to do too. I used to say, "Oh, I'm a night owl. Oh, I know I go to bed late, but I'm a night owl." And the truth is that I had just gotten used to that. I'd gotten used to that schedule. But when I really took that challenge on of, well, let me just see, like, what does life look like? What does my energy look like? How do I feel when I get to bed by, let's say 9 or 10 at night, and then I wake up, you wake up early enough to have a good routine, a good AM ritual for myself, which I'll talk to you about in a minute. But how does that feel? And as I stayed consistent and I followed through with shifting my waking and sleeping hours, I noticed that I felt so much better and I was more productive. I didn't wake up fatigued. My energy didn't dip in like afternoon. And it was because one of the reasons was because I had started to really regulate my sleeping hours. And I go to bed, I'd say I go to bed. Well, it's a little different now because I just had twins, but before the twins and after I get them on a sleep schedule, it's going to be a little while. But I normally go to bed, around, let's say I'm in bed around 8:30 or 9. I spend some time with my oldest child who's 5, almost 6. And then I wake up at a decent hour. I usually wake up around 6 a.m. With that being said, I've tested that. Like I've woken up at 4 a.m. and 4:30 and 5 a.m. I've woken up at different times if I'm like working on a specific project, like writing a book, or I want like an hour or two to myself before the rest of the house wakes up. Right. And that's hard to do if you're going to bed at 11, 12, 1 a.m. It's hard to get up early and have that quiet time to yourself in the morning because you just don't want to get up. You haven't had enough sleep, right? So I've definitely tested a lot of different hours of going to bed and waking up. And for myself, what I know works really well is to be in bed and asleep around 9, 9:30, 10 at the latest, and get up around 6. And I'd say around 5:36. That still gives me plenty of sleeping hours and to recharge, rejuvenate. There's a lot of research and science about getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep so you can rebuild, recharge, refresh. And that gives me time in the morning to have to myself. So, which is the second success habit that I want to talk about, which is starting your day off in silence. So, of course, my day isn't really starting off in silence right now with the two newborns. But in general, what I like to do is I like to wake up and I like to have that quiet time to myself, to be in prayer, to be in meditation, to be in visualization of how my day is going to work out for me, and even visualization of what does my life look like 10 years from now, 5 years from now, and really align myself to that vision and those desires, that goal, those goals of being the woman that I want to be and creating the life that I want to have. That gets me lit up and excited at the beginning of every day, and it fuels my fire to follow through on things that I'm saying are important to me. So the first tip that I just talked about was go to bed early, get up early. The second one is start your day off in silence with yourself. Have a really beautiful AM ritual that includes some type of quiet connecting time with yourself where you can really ground into what you're saying is important to you and seeing yourself and feeling what it's going to feel like to be hitting your goals and making things happen that are you're saying are a priority to you. So the AM ritual is awesome. That silent time can be part of your AM ritual. And then what I'd also like to invite you to do, and so this is the third success habit, is have an AM ritual that you're consistent with that sets you up to win. The silence part can be just a part of that. Now, another part of that, something that I have been doing since the twins have been born, is nearly every morning, I do the first feeding, I put the twins back down for their first nap, and I go take a bath. And it doesn't have to be an hour, it doesn't have to be a 30-minute bath. It can be a 10-minute bath, it can be that easy. But I fill it with Epsom salts and essential oils and sometimes bubbles. And it's just a time for me to relax and recharge, to connect with myself. And I also do this, my silent time in the bath often. And I'll put on a face mask. I'll do my dry brushing to help my body naturally detox, and then get in the bath with all those goodies in the water. And it's such a sacred and self-loving way to start my days. So what are you doing in the mornings to set yourself up to win? What are your AM rituals? So we have go to bed early, get up early. We have start your day off with some type of silence, and have a strong AM ritual routine that you stick with. So those are 3 of them. Now, I want to give you a couple more success habits that can really, really support you. Another one is live as though everything you have is a huge bonus rather than an entitlement, right? This helps you really stay in this conversation of gratitude and being grateful and staying humble, right? Even if your life is hard right now, what can you be grateful for? What can you find thanks for? That's going to help you shift your perspective on the world, on what's coming into your life. It's going to help you find lessons versus find more struggle. And the last one is make sure you tell the people that you love, maybe that's your spouse and your children or your grandchildren, tell them that you love them every day. Let's not let a day pass where we live with regrets and we have ended the day in a fight, or we didn't take time to really slow down and connect with those that we love. Time is the one asset we can't get back, right? So how are you managing your time? How are you managing your time with your loved ones? Do they hear from you on a daily basis that you care about them and what they mean to you? Is that happening? My invitation is to make that one of your 5 success habits, daily habits, so that you never have any regrets. So with that being said, these 5 tips I think are really powerful. Actually, I like to throw in a bonus tip. So another tip that I would like to add on here is get moving as early as you can in your day. Right? Let's move that energy. Like you wake up, you're going to go to bed early. You're going to wake up early. You're going to have silent time, a beautiful AM ritual to yourself that doesn't have to take a long time, and get your body moving. Let's move that energy. Let's move the stiffness out of your body. Let's move the sleepiness out of yourself. And let's get that energy moving so you really can start the day feeling good. You have feel good hormones shooting off in your brain because you got moving. Moving might be a walk. It might be a brisk walk. It might be a run. It might be going to the gym. It might be a surf or a hike. It might just be vacuuming. Vacuuming is going going to get you moving, right? Whatever it is, let's get your body moving. Let's get that energy moving. So, with all of that being said, I would love to hear from you. Which one of these, I said 5, but I actually gave you 6. Which one of these are you willing to commit to and to put some action behind within the next 24 hours? Go ahead, post below, share with the community so that we can all support you. And if you're looking for further support, definitely reach out to support@carrietepedino.com so we can hear what you need. We can give you what you need. We can see if it's a good fit. And I can't wait to get to know you more. And I can't wait to hear from you. All right, post below and definitely share this with your girlfriends. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.